Tell me something about you people don't usually know.
I have a really funny
exciting
one for that. I was a competitive disco dancer.
So you're telling me you got the moves?
I used to have the moves. I don't have them anymore. But I did competitive. Now I'm really aging myself also right here.
Oh my gosh.
This was the John Travolta era. That's absolutely true. I started when I was in college.
Yeah.
And the drinking age back then was 18.
Okay.
So you could get into the bars and you could dance.
There was a moment where you were...
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, we were more of the swing around and dip and that kind of thing. And
I did not expect that one out of you. That's special. This is Nanette Polito, my personal success coach. She's taught me a lot about building my personal business. And if you listen to what she says, you can learn a little from her too. Hey guys, Kirk Short here for another episode of Cruising with Kirk. I'm Kirk Short with the Wichita Home Team at Keller Williams Signature Partners. And today I have Nanette Polito with me. She is my coach. She helps me to run my business, hopefully a little bit more efficiently. So I'm really happy to have her come all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio.
It's awesome to be here. This is really a lot of fun. You got a great city here. I love this city.
That's awesome. So you ready to go cruising with me? We'll see a little bit more of the city?
Yeah, let's do it.
All righty.
You have a jewel of a little city here. And coming from Cincinnati, I have moved and lived all over this country. And I always say that I think Cincinnati is a little unknown secret.
Right.
And I'm really feeling like Wichita is the same way. And I also hope for you guys that it doesn't get to be out there too much because you don't want it to change too much. Because this is a great place. It really is. I have to tell you, so I went to lunch at Freddy's.
Yes.
My understanding it's a Wichita thing.
Yeah, Freddy's, started here. It's amazing.
Oh my God, I had to start with the burger and end with the custard, but I got the french fries in between, let me tell you. I just posted on Facebook that In-N-Out Burger has big competition because I lived in California for 15 years and In-N-Out Burger is a staple. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's really good.
Yes, I have.
But this is better. This is like amazing.
So this is a challenge out there, guys. If you have not had a Freddy's burger, you need to sit there and check it out. Okay guys, so we're gonna have some fun here then. This brings up a contest. I want you guys to simply share if there was one thing that you could sit there and change in your life. Right? I'm with the success coach. If there was one thing you could change in your life or something that you would want to succeed in, I just want you to sit there and post that.
Yes.
And then make sure you share our page and you like our page if you haven't done that already. And we're going to go pick a winner. And since you're talking about Freddy's, I think we need to go give away a couple gift certificates to Freddy's. What do you think?
I totally agree with that. Oh my gosh, I wish I'd still be here and I could win because let me tell you, I'd be entering.
Well, if you can get a franchise up there in your area, then you can win.
Yeah, there you go. I guess I could.
Or just come back and see me here. A lot of people in my industry get a real estate coach.
Okay.
And like when I was introduced to you, I didn't want just a real estate coach. I wanted somebody that was more of a, if you will, sort of a business life coach, you know. And that's of course how I got connected with you. And so we've been doing this now for about a year.
Just about a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I want to know a bit more about you. I mean, why a coach?
So it's really ironic that you asked me that question because that's one of the things that I actually teach people is why do you do what you do?
Yeah.
And I have a story. Let me tell you my why. When I was a kid, we lived in a town. I grew up in Woodstock, Connecticut. In order for me to play with the other kids in the area, I would have to go up to the village to play with the kids.
Right.
So when I started going through my why process a few years ago, about 15 years ago, I realized that I was going to have to tell people something that I had never told anybody. But I was actually the target of the neighborhood. I was the kid that was bullied emotionally and physically. It was pretty bad. And so one day I was coming home from the village and I was on my bike, and I won't say names because I don't want to bring up any names, but I was riding home and one of the kids in the village saw me coming, and his father worked construction, and he actually had a 2x4, and he swung the 2x4 to hit me with the 2x4. He missed me, thank God.
Yeah.
And he hit the bike, but I went flying off the bike, and of course I got hurt and was all banged up and was a mess. And picked up my bike, and he had damaged it, so I was just walking it home, and I was crying, and I can still hear him calling me names and saying things to me. And then what happened was that I walked in the house, and my mom came out, because she probably heard me sniffling, and said, "What happened?" And I said, "Such and such hit my bike with a 2x4. And my mom didn't say one thing to me, not one word. It was like, it's still amazing to me to this day. And she went in the other room, and she came out, and she had my brother's brand new Louisville Slugger baseball bat. And she walked into the room, and she held it out to me, and she said, "Go back."
Yeah.
Well, now I was more afraid of my mother saying no to my mother than I was of going back. So I took the bat, walked back up the hill, and stood out in front of that kid's house, yelling his name and wanting him to come out. So just for those people listening, I didn't kill anybody. I always like to say that. Now, if he would have came out, it probably wouldn't have been pretty. I will admit that too. But he didn't come out. His mom actually was afraid of me too, and she stuck her head out about this much and just said, "He's not coming out. You can go home now." And I ended up going home. But what it did for me was, it was the first time I ever felt success in that situation. And then I started looking forward in my life, and I started looking at the things I did. I realized that I had been spending my life making sure the other people around me always felt like the 8-year-old little girl did the day after, and not the day before. And that's why I call myself a success coach, because I truly feel as though that I can say, I know what true success really feels like,
Right.
and that everybody should feel that, and everybody has the possibility to have it in them.
Right.
And so that's why I don't call myself a business coach.
Right.
My why is because I just want everyone around me to be successful. That's what I want. So that's why I'm a coach. I am a coach because I have developed the skills to really help people understand why they do what they do. I help them create a clear vision of where they want to go, because a lot of people don't even have the vision of where they want to go. And then we develop a path to get there, and that's what this is all about. When you start talking to people from your why, engaging them in a conversation that gets them to continue to talk to you and figure out who the real you is.
Right.
And that's what you want to have happen. It's just amazing. Thanks for having me. It's been great being out here, and like I keep saying, don't want this to be the one and only time. Got to come back.
So for all of you out here watching, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. Again, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, Instagram. Remember that we've got our other series that you can check out with hometown highlights and real conversations with Kirk. I was graced with Nanette's presence doing an episode for that. But I just want to tell all of you that watch and subscribe. I appreciate you, and remember, achieve your dreams with the Wichita Home Team. Thank you. Take care, guys.
Thank you. Bye.